So one of the biggest changes I made in my life to be able to start traveling full-time around the world was taking my children out of school. There is no way we could have done it if they had to go to school regularly and we only had summers off. So I started homeschooling. Hello and welcome. My name is Karen. I am a homeschooling coach and the founder of Project Caring, an alternative education portal for kids focused on the body, mind, and soul. We have many goals at Project Caring, but one of them is to bring alternative education to the masses. And we do this by making all the answers to whatever questions you may have on alternative education easily accessible on our online portal. We make it easy to find teachers, tutors, mentors, coaches, or any kind of alternative education on our online directory. And then we make it all affordable by providing scholarships from all the proceeds we make. So I guess you could say that homeschooling is kind of my thing. And today I wanted to share with you why we fell into it. I think my dream was always to travel. We had started to travel in our life when the kids were quite young and I was still married, but it was very sporadic because I had a brick and mortar and the kids were in school. After I got divorced, I realized that that was just not gonna cut it for me. So decided to just take the plunge into homeschooling, pull my kids out of school, and educate them my own way. Now, the process wasn't easy at the beginning. It did take a lot to get us into a groove, but what it did for us is created freedom that we would not have had if life would have kept going the way it was. Like, it was an hour transit to school because they went to a specialty school. Then they would spend all of their day there. Then I would have to pick them up and it would be an hour drive back. And then it would be 3 hours of homework, leaving very little time for us to just be as a family, work on emotional issues, or travel anywhere. So choosing to homeschool was kind of a no-brainer. It was what my family needed. Once we started homeschooling, we realized that there isn't just one way to go about it. There is a gazillion ways, and everybody does it in their own unique style or whatever suits the learning needs of the children or the lifestyle of the family. Now, like I said, there's a gazillion ways to homeschool. So I've heard of homeschooling, unschooling, worldschooling, life schooling, road schooling, wild schooling, and I'm sure I missed a few. There really is every kind of style out there. I'm gonna go today over 3. And the reason that I'm choosing these 3 is because it's not only the subject matter, but the style of learning that makes each of these different. Some might be more receptive to one than the other. So these are the 3 that you might wanna consider. If you see your kid struggling with one, you can switch it up and try another. The first one I'm gonna go over today is homeschooling. By this I mean when you use a curriculum. Most homeschoolers will either purchase a curriculum online or order books. Both are perfectly fine and both have many options. There's many curriculum websites, there are many curriculum styles, but they generally try to follow as close to a school. That way your kid can keep up with the same grade that is offered in a learning institution. It's still different from a kid going to school because you get to choose your own schedule still, how many hours they learn every day, and the curriculum. And there's very unique curriculums out there, and some very innovative people have created like decolonized history or unique ways of teaching math or hands-on science. So it is quite interesting to create a program for your child using somebody else's curriculum. You still have freedom on how you apply the curriculum to your child's education. The next one is unschooling. And unschooling is child-directed learning, meaning that you explore what a child is curious about or drawn to or has a passion for. So you allow the child to investigate their likes, their needs, their curiosities, and then you create learning experiences around that. And the learning experiences can really be in any way that you wish or the child wishes. It's really up to you how much freedom you give your child to learn. But the main purpose is that they explore what they like versus what the traditional educational system would say is the right thing for them to learn. And the last one, and the one I'm currently choosing, is Worldschooling. Now, Worldschooling is not unique to travel. You don't have to be on the road to do Worldschooling, but it is a more fun way of doing it. If you're traveling, Worldschooling does become a lot more fun. So what is Worldschooling? Worldschooling is when you learn from the world around you. So you use whatever explorations are naturally happening in life to educate your child. And this could be as simple as you cooking and then following along, and as complex as traveling to Italy to learn about the Tower of Pisa, or traveling to the Grand Canyon to learn geology, or going to see the Alamo and learning the stories behind that. The options are really endless. But what I do recommend is to make all three of them available to your child. And you can do it kind of like a trial and error. Try one, see how it goes, and if they don't like it, try the next. It really has to be something that flows organically with the whole family and with your chosen lifestyle. That way, homeschooling becomes part of life as opposed to a chore or something that you have to force and kind of like bribe them to get done. I hope this was helpful. Of course, I go much deeper into this in all my programs or my one-on-one coaching. But if you see me in the inner circle, you can always reach out and ask.